Welcome back. We're jumping back into Wayfinder. We're rocking our Ranger as before. We have a couple missions on hand here. We're going to be rocking the Call of the Void, Strange Portal, which is in the Highlands, and we'll also be doing the Resource Management quest. One thing I did want to talk about too also is, I didn't notice this before, but I actually have the ability now to look at what every single thing means, and I wanted to make everyone aware of this. This is something that I had to look up like what mag defense was, what break power was. So we're going to quickly go over this and kind of discuss more exactly what I'm going towards for this. Most stuff you'll probably be quite aware of. Max health is going to be your health. Resilience is going to be pretty much like your armor in a sense. Weapon power is going to be the actual base damage of your weapon. So that's going to be the weapon power is going to affect those two items. Ability power is going to be actually your abilities. For instance, we have our oil bomb, we have our fire bomb, we have our decoy, and we recently got this one, which is Arc Nemesis. This is pretty much my character's ultimate. Drops down a bunch of lasers, which is pretty cool. And obviously you can level these up as you please. There is some cool combinations where if you use oil bomb and then use fire bomb, you also have the decoy. As you level up the clone, you actually get to have different abilities pop up as you keep playing. And again, this is just a ranger. There's other Wayfinders used too. That's going to be ability power. Crit rating is actually going to be the chance of getting a crit and actually dealing additional 50% damage. Crit power is going to be based off just the baseline damage of crit damage. Break power is going to be what actually breaks the guard break. Pretty much just going to be breaking their resilience. Okay, I see. So they have physical defense, which is baseline. Resilience is actually your guard break, which is going to be your yellow bar that's going to be showing up. Mag defense is actually, it's going to mitigate ability power from enemies. So if they have magical attacks or if they have a charge attack or something like that, it'll actually mitigate that. So right now our crit rating is actually doing pretty good. Crit power is doing not too bad. I would like to get that up higher. Weapon power is doing really good. I think we want to maybe take some defense off and go more into crit rating and crit power, just to kind of keep up that major damage. Let's go through here and just kind of look at what we feel might be good. Spectral Ring has the crit power and defense and resilience, which is good. Currently we're rocking Research Journal, gives physical defense, crit power, and weapon power, so that's good. Ring gives weapon power, crit rating, and mag defense, and this one here gives weapon power, ability power, and break power. So I think what we want to do is take out this orb and put in something that's going to help us do more damage. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to change out our orb for the polished Spectral Ring. This gives crit power, which is what we want. That's going to bring us up to just under 1,000, which is going to be good. We still have pretty high defense, high mag defense, and we have pretty good weapon power still, so we do that for now. Hopefully, as we run through and do these missions, we'll actually get some more stuff. Let's head down to the Highlands and take on these missions. Yo, that's one of them. Uh-oh. Whoa. Okay, cool. Looks like we just unlocked the memory, which I'm not sure what that's going to do, but alright, cool. So the other nice thing too that I found, actually there's more supplies right here. Beautiful, so we need one more. This game does a great job where you can actually track multiple quests and they have different colors, so it makes it really easy to understand what's going on. I know for me personally, sometimes when I have too many quests going on, I get really confused if they're all showing up. So it's kind of nice to have the option where you can either just focus on one, or you can have, like for instance, what we had going on here, we have blue, which is a side mission, and then our gold, which is going to be, or yellow is going to be more of our main base quest. So pretty nice, like that a lot. So it looks like we got to find one more of the supplies. Let's be in this area. Let's drop down and take out these enemies. Trying to avoid that guy for now.
Hands up!
Let's pop our ult. Nice. Oh, actually, look at that. We got an Echo. It gives us more crit power and crit damage. So the supplies are not here. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Actually, that's what I did. Oh, there it is. Nice. Got it. Perfect. Alright. That is done. Let's grab this loot. Let's two. Let's take out this guy as well. Perfect. We return to the Warden mission, and then we'll go take on the main one. I will be talking about echoes as well. I'll go more into detail with those. Again, it's kind of confusing to some degree.
Hold still. You came all the way here to die. Glad you're here. Skylight could use the help.
Okay, mission complete. What's that?
I'm just out here saving the world.
Oh, cool. So you don't have to actually be at one of these to actually teleport. I did not realize that. That's nice. So there's the portal down there. We're going to do some quick inventory check here. As I was talking about, I do want to go over some of the echoes in a little more detail. So let's go over here. If you played Warframe, and you actually will be playing another game too that has something very similar setup, which is becoming more common as we carry on new games that come out. Each of these echoes have a sort of power cost, we'll call it. So for instance, we have 12, 16. Yeah, so you see this 8 here. So this takes 8 of the echo capacity. If you go over that, you can't fit in certain things. The way you upgrade this is by leveling up, which I need to change that power rating because that's a bad number, but we'll go over it, it's fine. For instance, I have some pretty nice items here that I would like to use, but if I go over too far, I won't be able to use them. But for instance, we have our ransom here, the Lancer on our actual silo, which is going to have 54 max capacity for now, and that will take up 20. So it takes up quite a bit, so you can kind of manage it in a sense of, oh, Green Morningstar. This one gives me max health and weapon power, which is good. We can put that on, and now my Echo I'm still under, but I have a 3 max, which is good. So I think for this one, we're going to put weapon power in there. This one we can't do anything with right now. This one here has an 18, so it's going to take up a lot of space. Over here, we only have the Grim Morningstar, which is the only one we have of this type of Echo, so we can't worry about that now. As you can see here, we have nothing in our ransom right now, and our ransom is, the max it has is 28. So if I put the Lancer in there, it's going to put me in a position where I can't put on possibly another Echo unless I level this weapon up higher. So what you want to kind of do is find out what you really want is. And again, you can tell there is certain ones that are going to be overlapping, so you can't equip, you can't duplicate in a sense, which is kind of nice. Kind of makes you have to look for the loot you're trying to get. So this one, I mean, really in reality, we don't really need ability power and mag defense. So I think sticking with the Lancer is good. I do have the Broodmother, which I can't use because I'm maxed out. I do like the Broodmother, so we're going to actually go in here and have to bite the bullet a little bit. The Broodmother was a 9, I think, right? Let's see here. Yes, it's 9. Gotta do a little quick math here. So we can use the Goblin Seer. We can use the 14, so pop that one in there. Then we can put the Broodmother on. So now, as you can see, my ransom, we are at 23 capacity right now. So I don't have a third Echo slot, which I don't know if you can. I'm sure possibly you can. But currently we don't have that. So that's our set now too. On to our actual artifacts. Artifacts do have Echo slots as well. They can have multiple or have single ones like the ones we have now. Looks like this one we already have the crit rating and power, crit power, which is good. What I would like to do, so this one here is an attack type Echo. So that's where I'm going to actually get the crit rating. This one's actually crit rating 212, which is pretty good, but it's going to max out my capacity, so I can't use that. This ring only has 12 max, so I have to stay underneath that. We have Goblin rating, which is already equipped on it, I believe. We do have Deadly Strike, which is crit rating, crit power. Is that higher? Okay, so I do want more. If I use a Deadeye Strike, we can get up to 1,000 on crit power, but not 1,000 on crit rating. We'll stick with the Goblin Hunter on this one. We're pretty close, so it's not a big deal for me. Once we get if we can get one of these rings, we can actually hopefully get an actual attacker, or sorry, an attack type Echo, and increase our crit power by 100 more, and it'll be up, actually by 8 more at least. And then we'll be at 1,000 and 1,000 for both crit rating and crit power, which is something I'd like to do. Obviously, break power is going to be very important as well, and weapon power is going to be huge. I'll have to start working on break power a little more. That's going to be the way I can actually break their armor in a sense, so we will carry on. I just want to show that because it is a little confusing, especially if you're brand new to a game like this and like you haven't played any game like this in the past. Like I played Warframe quite a bit when I was like younger, so I kind of understand it, but like when you first come to it, it's like, well, what is going on? I mean, I played Division 2 for a bit and I came back to it and I was like, I don't know how to build theory, I don't know how to build craft in this, I have no idea because there's so much going on. So hopefully that gives you a little more of an idea of what's going on. So let's head down here and find out what's in this portal. This place looks sick. It looks really, really cool. Let's head over and take on some of these enemies. Get him from here. Okay. Good. So it looks like what it wants us to go this way. Still. Okay.
Watch your step.
Your character can actually find armor on the ground, and certain armor will have attributes on them. For instance, we will start with base level cosmetics in a sense, but as you travel through the game, you'll actually unlock like different types of armor, call it. So for instance, my smuggler bag gives me 3% crit rating and max health. My vest gives me max health and ability power. My bag gives me 3% weapon power and crit power, and you can carry on and get different ones here. Actually, for instance, my smuggler base has crit power plus 4% and resilience plus 2%. So there is ways you can actually get new gear. So I think for now we're going to call the video here. We'll probably run this dungeon in a separate video. I just wanted to kind of go over more helpful information about the game to help you get more understanding of it and hopefully help you get more into the game as well. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you watching, and I hope playing Wayfinders and you're kind of confused about how certain things go. Hopefully it's helped a little bit. If you have any questions, throw them in the comments below. We can try and help you out. I can try and help you out and figure out what's using or not. Again, we will come back to this dungeon. I'm gonna make that a separate video. Have some cool upgrades, so I'm pretty stoked. Peace out.